Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Spiritory. Today is Friday and I'm your host. So today we are talking about witchy apps. So basically apps for your phone, your iPad, whatever it might be, probably computer too, right? I guess some people use the apps for their computer or something like that. So basically the reason why I sound a little bit like, what are we doing? Is because I don't use apps. I know this sounds weird. All right, and I won't say I don't use any apps. So I use what I consider like the basic apps, right? Or the apps that kind of come pre-installed in your phone or that you need in order to use any of those items on your phone. So like Facebook, Gmail, what are the other basic apps? Instagram. Okay, so I have that, the basic, but even the Instagram account isn't for me. So I have an Instagram account actually I have two, for my henna business and then for my sticker business, because I make stickers to sell on Etsy for planners, for the paper planners. So I have, my henna business Instagram, and it's like, so that's my Mendy Spirit Instagram, and then I have my Sticker Geek Designs Instagram, and that's it. Like, there's no personal stuff that goes on it. I do have my Facebook page, and so I have a Facebook app, and I do have one game. I use Toy Blast. Love that game. I'm so addicted to that game. But it's not like, I can play it for a while at once, but it does one of those things where it only allows you 4 lives or 5 lives or something, and then you have to wait so much time. And so I'll wait the time, but then I'll get involved in something else. So I might play it, once every other day or once every 3 days or something. So it's not like it's every single day or anything like that. And that's it. Like, I don't even have, this is going to sound silly, I don't even have a flashlight app on my phone. I have an iPhone, so maybe there's a flashlight app already installed. I don't know. It came with a lot of apps installed, and I use like none of them, or just the basic ones. I'll use the camera app or the photos or something like that, or the music app. But I just don't use apps. It's just not in my vocabulary for it. I think part of it is that for me, everything I do is also in a paper planner. So that is probably a big difference. So for me, I do a lot of things in my paper planner that other people might use an app for. Some people actually use their phones as their calendar, and that's really awesome if they can do that. I cannot do that. I have to have that pen to paper thing. And for me, even I have bad handwriting, and I change things all the time. So for me, I even can't use regular pens. I use something called a Frixion pen, which is an erasable pen that erases fully. It's awesome. I love it. It's my favorite pen. It's the only pen I use. Come in tons of different colors, and they even have highlighters and markers that are erasable. So it's super, super cool. Frixion. But it's, it's one of those things where I just feel like I write everything down. So I'll write down moon phases. I'll write down important things that I'm going to be doing, holidays, all of that. And I plan it out in advance. And as I said, I make stickers. So I make stickers for it, right? And there's so this might not be an app, but for those of you who might be planners, there is a Facebook group called Pagan Planners. So if you are a paper planner and not a digital planner and you want to join, there are lots of Etsy sellers who make pagan themed stickers, and I don't have any pagan themed stickers right now on mine because most of what I have up right now are geeky inspired ones. Like I have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer kit, right? And a steampunk kit, right? So a kit is basically just a group of stickers that you would use for 1 week if you wanted to completely cover the entire spread of the planner for that week with stickers. If you wanted we call it no white space. And so if you wanted to completely cover it, it's, a kit of stickers that can do that for you. However, there's so many stickers in my kits that if you didn't cover it completely, you'd have tons of stickers left over, so you could get more than 1 week out of it. But the idea is that I'll decorate for the holiday, and I'll make everything look beautiful, and especially for things like Samhain and stuff where I'm preparing, weeks in advance for it. I'll write all my to-do lists out, and I will, do my shopping list for things that I need. And I also put down ideas. So if I have an idea that I want to incorporate into a ritual, or I have an idea for something I want to serve at a holiday meal or something like that, like Samhain dinner, when I'm trying to come up with the menu, all the things that I'll do, right? So those are things that I like to do that for me are like my apps, basically, right? They're not our digital apps, but it's sort of the paper version of that, right? So I love my lists, love my checklists, stuff like that. I also write down ingredients and things that I would need. So if I need extra herbs, or if I need particular candles or things like that. So I have separate lists for those at different places in my planner, and that allows me to really kind of stay on task and stay focused with what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so that is generally what I do for my, I guess, daily stuff with it. I don't have apps. I'm sorry. I'm so app challenged. It's just not my thing. And I guess it leaves more room on my phone for other stuff. I have a lot of pictures. I love pictures. So most of my phone is dedicated to that. I just don't have the apps on there, apps for everything, right? But yeah, I do love having a planner, and I love being able to decorate for the holidays or put the moon phases in. So, and you can find Pagan Planners, the group is awesome. So if you are not into apps and you really want to have some of that stuff, there's tons of people who do pagan stickers, like moon phase stickers. And even one person did it at one point. I don't know if it's still there. It was so adorable. They did so like stickers, we layer them. So you'd have like a base sticker, and then you could put other ones on there. And so she did a little create your own altar. So she had, an athame, and she had her chalice, and she had the pentacle, and all of the little things, all the little bits and pieces that you would want to put on your altar. But it had a little, like a table, altar table with a cloth on it, right, as one of the stickers. And then you put all of the little pieces that you want on your altar the way that you would want it. And you can decorate it up for the different seasons. You could, especially because some of the stickers are removable, you could like put on stickers for different holidays, if you need, to have a skull on for Samhain, or you want to do, for Beltane, you want to have, a little version of a maypole or something like that. You could do all those things, right, on it. And I just thought that was the most adorable thing. I'm not sure if she's still doing it, but it'd be something that you can draw. It's one of the things I do is I draw a lot in my planner. So I'll draw beautiful images of what I'm trying to create, especially if I have an altar in mind for a celebration. I'll draw it out first so that I can get an idea for what I think what I'd want it to look like, especially if I'm going to be doing any sort of arts and crafts to be able to add to the altar. I want to get an idea ahead of time of what it might look like, because when I draw it out, it reminds me of all the bits and pieces that I might need to make that craft, right? So like as I'm drawing it out, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put this here, put this there, and I'm like, oh right, and that means I'm gonna need hot glue. Okay, so I need to make sure I pick up some hot glue so that I don't sit down to a craft and then not have the things that I need to be able to do what I'm doing. So that's sort of the idea. And yeah, I think I've probably answered as much as I could about this question. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, put it in the down bar below. Again, I'll try and check. I'm pretty good about checking for the first couple days, and then after that, I might check sporadically. So you can always message me on my personal channel, Spiritry. And yeah, I think that is about it, guys. So have a wonderful rest of your week. Really like the rest of the day, and then it's the weekend. So have a phenomenal weekend and rest of your week next week before I see you again. And as always, blessed be and aloha.